Digitas is an integrated brand agency. We have digital at the core of everything that we've done. We do everything in the digital space, from an online advertising banner, through an HTML-based website, through a mobile site, through a widget, through an app.
We have a broad range of clients, from American Express, which is the biggest client in the US. Here in Paris, we have Nissan, L'Oreal. We really play on a global stage.
It positions us as not just a great big digital agency, but a digital agency with global understanding.
We build active brands, and that's really a whole new way of thinking about communication.
Customers are savvy. They have really high expectations of brands and of them providing these different tools and experiences for them.
It's not a question of just taking the same stuff, resizing it and putting it on a different platform. We really think about how can we bring something to life in mobile, how can we bring something to life through the web.
The media is so different and varied these days that you really kind of have to stay on top of your game, and you kind of always have to be changing and be kind of ready for about anything.
For Nissan Juke, we really needed a component that was going to push the campaign into the social space.
The main goal for us was to make explode this energy and create a really fun and exciting experience for everyone.
We had a mobile application that was quite fun, and you could actually see how much energy people could generate.
The gameplay of the Juke Power Up application is to shake the phone as harder as you can to increase the level of energy.
We had a destination website which of course talked about the car, but the interesting piece was the Facebook Connect. We allowed people to go out into their social network, connect to Facebook. It pulled in all the photos, all the names of their friends, and they could then explore an interactive video with their content in the video.
Here you are in the interior of the Juke. You can see all the photos from my Facebook account. The main project was really a mix between 3D, compositing in After Effects, and flash animation that recreates these parallel effects between the different elements.
The multiple screens that users can interact with now presents such a challenge from a design and coding standpoint. We need tools at our disposal that are easy to use, that are efficient, that speak the same language, in order to create the projects that span that spectrum.
It's this flexibility that we need when we're working with the Creative Suite to be able to craft the right response through Flash, through Photoshop, and the end game is creating a great experience for the user.
The big advantage of Adobe Tools is that it helps us collaborate on projects.
We may have 5 different people working on the same campaign for a different device or a different platform. With Adobe Master Collection, it means that you've got this big team working on something, but they're all working in the same environment.
We start from the Photoshop and Illustrator standpoint to create our comps, but then as soon as we start to make them interactive, we start getting more into the Flash of the world. Since we're all standardized on those platforms, we can very seamlessly work across time zone as well as just cross region.
When we work together on a project, we can send the files from New York or from Paris. A designer can open it and understand totally what's going on. Where language could be a barrier, it becomes a new way in to work together, to share, to collaborate.
The world has gone from kind of traditional with thinking a bit about digital here or there to starting really with digital and with social being all about digital.
When you're working on coming up with a brand campaign, you're kind of thinking about lots of different levels of messaging. So you're always trying to think about pushing it and being as expressive and innovative as possible.
It's not enough to just have a brand. You need to have a brand that continues to remain active in your customer's life. And that means more than just putting a site out there and listening, but listening and interacting, and use the social space for that.
We're in a super interesting time. What's great is that there is always a new challenge every day. Just when you think you've got things worked out, you have to start all over again.